tuning in to another installment of COSIGN Conversations. We got a very special guest, my guy Jacoby Veals of Veals Fitness. How's it going, man?
Appreciate you, man.
Man, before we even start, I'm gonna just go ahead and put my disclaimer out there. I did one workout with my guy. He wore me out. I ain't been back since, but I'm coming back. I'm coming back though, you know what I'm saying? But this is my guy amassed over 100,000 followers on his personal IG page. Gives a lot of tips and pointers on there, man. So I appreciate your time and coming to this interview today, bro. So I kind of want to start from the beginning, man. So even before the interview started, he told me you used to be 300 plus pounds.
It was 300, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what, outside of health, what got you into fitness?
To be honest, when I was in college, I was cool with this dude named The Great. His name was Anthony The Great. Okay. And I just watched his work ethic. Yeah. You know, he was a defensive end, I was a defensive tackle.
Okay, so play.
But I watched how he worked, like every morning, Saturday, Sunday, like unrelated to football. He would get up every morning, run bleachers. Things that make you like great, you know, you want to be great. But again, it has to be like instilled in you like at an early age. Like some people got it, some people don't. Some people get it later on. I didn't have that. Okay. But the fact that I kept watching someone do it that I had kind of, you know, got close to, I think it kind of pushed me a little bit because then I started like questioning like, why am I sitting here playing a video game all the time? Like, why am I not using what I'm seeing? Like, I'm not using my resources. Like, he around. And from there, that's when man, let me see if I can eat better. Let me see if I can go to the gym or go outside. And it started from there. Because again, I was around 290 at this time.
How long ago would you say this is?
So I put my weight on in 2006, 2005. I was working at Wendy's. And I was in high school. So I was playing, let me tell you the gap. Went from being 215 sophomore year in high school. I'm hooping, playing football. Junior year, I go up to 270. Senior year, I go up to 280. Right before. So I'm working fast food, playing football. But at this time, I'm juggling because I stopped playing basketball. I'm juggling. Okay. But I'm like, I have a real bad eating habit.
I eat when I'm bored.
Eat when you're bored, eat when you're sad.
Right, everything.
Couldn't get a girlfriend, I'm eating like whatever it was, bro. I was just like, no discipline. Right. And my family ate like that too. So it started in 2006. That's when I was like 260, heaviest I ever been. Right. But I think I just didn't care at that point. I was like, you know, forget it. Like, I guess I'll just be like, this is me. Yeah. And so I guess by the time I got to college, I got up to like 305, playing nose guard at Tulsa. Then I went to A&M. And I think about the second year, I was just like, man, I'm uncomfortable, man. Right. You start getting a little older, you start understanding the benefits of eating better and just living a different lifestyle. Because you're 17, 18, and you're snoring while you're like wide awake. Yeah. It's a different, you know what I mean? You're around people and they like, hey, you sleep?
Yeah, you all right?
It make you feel some type of way, but you try to cover it up with laughter. Yeah. But deep down, you're like, man, like, I'm too young to be, you know what I mean, snoring like a bird every night. So at some point, around that 2009, 2010, going into like 2009, 2008, going into 2009, or it was 2009 going into 2010, so that's like my sophomore, junior year. Okay. Sophomore year, I completely, like during Christmas, I completely like let go fast food.
Like cold turkey.
Cold turkey. Okay. Meaning like, I started just trying to eat chicken. I didn't really know how to eat. Right. You know, you still learning, but it was just more so leaving the fried food and the sweets alone. Doing that for 30 to 45 days. And from there, the mindset started changing. The discipline, I started learning a little bit more discipline. Started learning my body. But of course, in the beginning, it's hard. I go 3 months hard, and I mess up for a month. And so it was a roller coaster because I didn't have no accountability partner.
Not for sure.
And then I want to say around 2011, went from like 300, I was down to like 255, 260. Okay. I stayed around that same weight up until like 2014. Okay. And then Veals Fitness. 2014.
So where would you say the weight is you're at right now? Like
225. 225.
225. Solid 225.
Yeah.
So when did you first start seeing like the real results kick in?
Oh, 2015. So 2014, I was still around 260. Mm-hmm. It was okay. It was better than 300. So, you know, you lose that weight. 2015, Went from like no abs, no cuts, to like, yo,
to walking poster board.
Walking poster board.
So man, I read somewhere that they said like, bro, I guess people's body type, like not everybody can get abs. Is that true?
That's not true.
It's not true.
Because I was coming from 300, and a lot of people say, "Oh man, how you lose that extra body fat?" Yeah. What I did was I just kind of learned my body with the water intake, my protein, and I just kept I would play with the carbs, and then I would still do cardio. But everybody can get abs. It all depends on how strict you are with your diet.
Nah, for sure.
It's about you have to be strict. I always give my body 90 days to see what it does. Okay. And then from there I can tweak things.
All right, so you launched Veals Fitness, okay. So you're at this time, were you just training yourself? I mean, just working out yourself?
Okay, so I started training in 2012. Okay. I was also an educator, so I was a teacher. Okay. Yeah, shout out to all the educators
in Dallas.
In Dallas.
Okay.
So here's the thing, man. I was a class clown in school. Yeah. You feel me? But the thing was, I was the first one in my family to graduate high school, graduate college, and I knew that I would be an inspiration to so many other, like, younger to the younger generation. Right. So that's the reason why I went into the teaching field. Okay. I tried to play in the CFL. I got cut. So boom, I become a teacher. But while I'm teaching, I'm working on my body because remember I told you I got all the way right in 2015. Right. But I graduated college, went to play in the CFL, got cut, came home. It's 2012. I'm teaching, but I got a bad eating habit again. Yes. You feel me? Yeah. Because educators, it's so hard to eat clean because everybody go get something to eat at lunchtime. You're fresh out of college.
Vending machine slacking.
Vending machine. I had a lady when I was working at Roosevelt. I had a lady named Grace Shepard. Everybody knows her. She has snacks in her room every day. And so I'd be like, man, I'm gonna die. I'm eating a salad from the cafeteria. Yeah. She got the little deal because she's giving out snacks to all the teachers. So I relapsed. Yeah. So that's 2012, 2013. Boom. I say, you know what? I'm teaching. By this time in 2013, going into 14, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm teaching. I still don't feel happy. I'm not comfortable. Right. I love who I am, but I don't love the person I'm becoming.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because I envision being like this fit teacher, some hang with Mr. Cooper,
Exactly.
That didn't happen the first 2 years. Yeah. So I transferred, and then I'm in Lancaster ISD. Okay. And right then and there, that was going into 2014, I'm working in Lancaster as a teacher, but now I'm training myself. And from training myself, I figured, boom, I've learned how to lose all this weight because I'm around 230, but it's not the 230 I want to look like. You know what I mean? Just still trying to just do cardio, don't really know. Yeah. Still eating bad. 2014, 13 going into 14, Veals Fitness started.
Okay. So when you start that, what was your goals and intentions with starting your own company? Because you're coming from, an athlete background, then an education background, but becoming an entrepreneur, working for yourself and training others is a new field. So
it was one of them deals where I felt like I needed to step out on faith. Gotcha. Because I felt like I didn't play myself, but I swung opportunities. I was great in football. Like I was good in basketball. I was great in basketball. Right. Sophomore, from elementary up until 10th grade, I was like Mr. Dallas out here in basketball. You ask anybody who went to the ISD, right. I was that guy. No work ethic though. I was going out straight talent and thought I was going to be like this dude. And then everybody else grew and became 6'4", 6'5", and I saw my little time playing at basketball to sitting on the bench in South Oak Cliff. So I would always transfer. I would try to leave those situations. Same thing with anything. Yeah. So I realized every time I tried to jump out of a situation, it presented itself. So it was not them, it was really me. Gotcha. So I had to dig deep and really understand who I am. Right. And I was like, man, I'm a runner. Okay. When stuff don't go my way, I'm a runner. So from 2014, I realized I'm training now. I have a passion for training. I was like, in my mind, if I can sit here and transform myself and I give this same information to someone else, then what am I doing it for? I'm just being selfish. So I fell in love with the process. And I kind of like felt like if it's not now, then never. So I stepped out on faith, stopped teaching with 4 clients. I had 4 clients, but it was just one of those deals where I'm like, I always like I never like bet on myself.
Started with 4. How many clients you have now? You would say, or that you would say that you amassed to?
Right now, give or take, about 55 clients. And 25 of those are personals. Everybody else is like in a group.
Okay.
But my groups are like 2 to 4.
Gotcha. So
I'm literally working 15 hours a day, Monday through Saturday.
Dope. So let me ask you this, man. So with fitness being, a huge field for people to get into, there's a lot of competition, like people jumping in to training, like doing online training. What do you think separates you, you know what I'm saying, from other
My
trainers?
testimony.
So yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. It speaks for itself.
Nah, for sure.
I mean, anybody can get in shape and say they're a trainer.
Right.
You got to be passionate. You have to know what you're doing, but you also have to been there. I've been through the journey. Like I've been through the mud.
Right.
I got it out the mud. So anybody who knows me, it's no matter if they don't even like me, they have to like the respect of, man, bro, I'm proud of you. I saw where you come. Like they've watched the journey. Like if you've been on Facebook, Instagram, you just type, they've watched the journey. Like that's what separates me from other trainers. This is this is why I'm like at 100K platform on Instagram. This is why I have 55 loyal clients, not including my online. I have 200 online subscribers every month. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've already basically I have a big name in my own city, and I don't have to like speak for myself. Like, there's other people who would go around and be like, yo, Veals Fitness.
They're basically co-signing.
They're co-signing.
Yeah.
That's what separates me from so many other trainers, because every day there's a trainer joining the industry. But I've separated myself from a lot of people, just being humble and also staying in my lane and doing what I do, which is not trying to be like everyone else.
Gotcha. How do you think what do you equate amassing that following to? Like, there's a lot of trainers, but man, you getting over 100, is an accomplishment in itself. You know what I'm saying? But also be able to turn that 100 into clients. People have following,
but they don't have exactly. It's like people have a million followers, they don't have $1 million.
They can't sell nothing.
They can't sell anything. You look on that stuff, you like, I don't see no engagement.
Yeah.
People fell in love with my story.
And then it started growing.
It started growing. I also had, I remember every time I post my transformation, me being 300 and me looking like I look now, and people who watch my stories, who've been watching me since 2014, they've witnessed it. They're inspired. But not only that, I've taken so many people, so many clients, and transformed them. Like, it's not just about me now. Right. It's what can I do for other people? And like, if you just look at my page, not only will you see me, you'll see a client here who wants to gain a butt. You see a dude who's looking to get in the best shape of his life, and I have him in the best shape in 90 days. Yeah. No gimmicks. No, you will be able to watch this person on my whole story for those 90 days. Like, I just took Jake. She owns a salon out here. Jake the mom.
My lad.
I've taken her son, and he's lost 20 pounds, and he's only been with me 2 months. And people have watched it. So when they look at my story, they're like, oh, I want to see this kid again. Yeah. Taking an 11-year-old. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I can get an 11-year-old head at that age right now and get him to he's inspired to come work out. Like, he's like, Mom, I need to work out.
Nah, fact.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I do it for, and that's the reason why so many people like rock with Veals Fitness.
Nah, sure, man. You got an inspiring story, successful business, man. But I feel like with it being at the top of the year, I feel like, man, people always have that motivation at the beginning, and then they lose it.
They lose it.
So one of my favorite quotes is discipline equals freedom. We talk about discipline a lot. Man, just kind of give us some tips or advice, man, for the people to remain disciplined. Like, I know diet is a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes people don't want to eat chicken breasts. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you want to know? I'm not going to lie, man. I fished it out. I had so much fish in 2015, 16.
That's what you on fish?
I was on fish in 15, 16 to get lean like I did. Like, it was, at some point, I was 8% body fat, 210, lean cut. But I wanted to put more mass on. I need to learn my body, and I needed to strip all the body fat. Right. So when it comes to eating, I'm not going to lie. You can, if you know how to cook, and say you're a guy and you have a girlfriend or a girl who likes you, You can make your food creative. You don't have to eat chicken breast all the time. You don't have to eat turkey all the time. You know, for me, whenever I'm getting ready to like lean out, because how I start the year is how I finish the year. I may have like 3 weeks out the year where I kind of like struggle, but I'm like a guy who, if I don't want to do chicken, I drink a protein shake.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? If I switch it up, if I don't want to drink a protein shake, I'll do some turkey. I'll never get bored with turkey. I'm not real big on fish, but if I need to, I eat a little fish. Or I fruit it out for a minute.
Okay.
And figure out where I can get my protein from. You can be creative when it comes to your macros. And that's when you learn your body and you know you can do a macro diet to where you don't have to eat chicken and veggies all day.
Got you, man. But I think a lot of people fail with like the silent. People say you probably shouldn't eat carbs. You're trying to lean out. But I ain't gonna lie, rice, potatoes is good.
I mean, that's something we grew up on. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a foodie, bro. Yeah. You know, I didn't get the 300 by mistake. Yeah. So I have days or the weekends when I have too much time on my hand. Oh, I dib and dab. Yeah. But it's moderation.
For sure. Yeah.
And if I know I'm a dib and dab, I'm gonna get up the next day or then, you know, later on that day and work out. Yeah, I'm gonna reward myself at the end of the week.
So you believe people should have balance? Or?
You should have a balance. Like, if you're eating clean Monday through Friday, you should have a cheat meal.
Okay.
If it's like aligned with your goals.
I mean, actually, cheat meal or cheat day?
Cheat meal.
Okay.
Because a cheat day could be over 7,000 calories.
Yeah.
Which you're not going to burn off because you're going to go to the gym and only burn like 400 calories. You get what I'm saying? So that's where people mess up at. Like, a person to go to the gym and work out Monday through Friday, and they'll eat bad all day Saturday, and you don't understand that's going to relapse to Sunday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why it's a cheat meal. Like, people always thought, oh, now if you have a high metabolism, you may can get away with it, but for how long?
Not fact.
Because you got to remember, if you're a woman, you're probably eating between 12 and 2,000 calories. If you're a guy, anywhere between 24 and 32. Yeah. But then if you go over that times 9 or times 5, it's a lot of calories, bro. Right. You know, if you go to eat fast food 3 times in that day, depending on what you eat, you can put on 6,000, 7,000 calories. And it spills up until like a Sunday or a Monday. And then if you don't work out Sunday and you eat again, you eat bad again because you like, you didn't burn it off. And that's where people are like, man, I'm going to the gym and I'm not seeing anything.
I feel that, man. So what's like the next level of your business, bro? You got the subscribers, you got the personal clients, you got the group clients, but where do you see your next level of your business going?
At this point, man, I've already tapped out when it comes to like clients. Yeah. My online, I'm thinking I want to continue to like, I got 200 people that I'm training monthly online through Veals Fitness, JacobyVeals.com. I want to now start taking on trainers. Building a team. Because that's what it's about. It's about, you know, if I can have a team in Frisco and have a team out here in Fort Worth, have a team in Killeen, you know, now it's Veals Fitness, but it's already worldwide. But now I'm like taking other young clients and bringing them under me and grooming them and teaching them exactly how I started and, you know, helping them get to the next level. So it's about building a team at this point now. I mean, I'm 31. I've done pretty well for myself in the last 2 or 3 years. So now I want to build a team. I'm not even and travel the world with online training.
Bro, you know, 2 more questions, bro. Who was the first person to co-sign you as a trainer? It was like, man, y'all need to go work out with.
Man, that's a good question.
It ain't necessarily got to be a first time, but it could be first somebody who was like, yo, this guy really did some amazing work. His testimonial story, y'all should check him out, and it kind of helped you. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Okay, if I started in 2012, 13, 14, who was the first? Man, I'm going to say my boy Kenny Lee.
Kenny Lee, okay.
Kenny Lee, they call him 6'3".
Okay.
Shout out Kenny Lee, man. I met Kenny Lee like in like 2014, 15 at the LA Fitness. Okay. He came from Oklahoma State. Didn't know he went to SOC. I went to SOC, but he was there like in 2000.
Okay.
Met him, started training him. Got super cool with him. Put him on my online program. He transformed. Remember, he was an ex-athlete. Yeah. So he was the first everywhere he went. yo, my dog Jacoby, that's the one you need to go to. You gotta remember, I'm in the South at this time. I'm out there in Duncanville. Okay. It's saturated. Yeah. People respect him. They knew who he was. He started telling people, yo, that's that dude. Because you gotta remember, it's a lot of other trainers out here, man, that same area. He was the first. Then it went from him to C Struggs.
I remember C Struggs. R.I.P. C Struggs.
R.I.P. I was able to get C Struggs to lose over 80 pounds in a short period of time. And that's when I had the world watching on social media. Our videos, our YouTube video did over 700,000 views.
Man, now that I think about it, I didn't know that was you.
That was me. He was at the high line on the field with that was me, man.
That's major, bro.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I never even wanted to be in the videos. I was behind the scenes, man, but I was able to help C Struggs before he died, man. Anybody who knows him, D-Love, you ask anybody who brought him to me, we was at 500. He was around 420, 400, before he went to South by Southwest. His story, that testimony, when people saw him moving like that, when I first met C Struggs, he couldn't walk up the stairs without having to stop. Like his breathing was, he was out of there that first first week. Yeah. Within 2 months, he dropped weight. He was running full speed. He was looking like a completely different person. And this is in 2017, going into 18.
I remember that. That was amazing work.
Bro. Yeah, man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, for me to take a person who C Struggs didn't work out he said his last time working out was when he was in college. And that was in Navarro, and that was in 2009. Right, yeah. You take a guy that haven't worked out in 8-9 years, who has so many conditions, you get him to 1 minute, not be able to walk, not be able to breathe. He had like sleeping problems. Right. 2 months later, he's walking, he's talking, he's finishing a full workout in an hour. Then, on top of that, he had a performance in front of Rick Ross. Rick Ross was about to sign him because they had watched him on Instagram, and we was popping so much on the gram. I was doing 100,000 views every time I posted him on my video. On my page. Yeah. Ross reached out to him. DJ Khaled reached out to him. You name them, they all reached out. Ross wanted to sign C Struggs. When he was watching, he already liked his rapping skill, and he was watching his work ethic from what we was going through. Man, listen, he was this close. Yeah. Ross came out here and he got a performance with him and everything. He did things that nobody else would be able to do.
That's crazy. That's amazing, bro.
And right then and there, bro, I knew this was my calling. Like I knew it was my calling, but when I took on the challenge of training C Struggs and to watch C Struggs go from where we started to where we ended before he bro, it was like night and day. Like, I was tears of joy. It was one time we did a video shoot and he couldn't even walk and finish the video. And I thought about all that as opposed to like around the whole, it was just like a blur. Right. And I remember how we came out victorious before the incident of him getting sick. And to watch him smile and tell everybody, I'm talking about he told every rapper, the rappers in Dallas knew who I was. Like, any chick that was listening to C Struggs, he would mention, man, my trainer, bro, he the GOAT.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And right then and there, bro, I think it's just like, to me, that solidified me as far as like, man, I can do anything. I feel like there's nothing I can't do if I put my mind to it. And so I'm addicted, man.
Yeah. You hear it first on COSIGN, man. Got that early COSIGN from C Struggs. Kenny Lee, we are here at COSIGN him. And just give some people some last motivation. Like one of my favorite quotes is, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know what I'm saying? So leave the people with a motivational tip and where they can find you.
Man, nothing changes if nothing changes. That speaks for itself. In order for you to get to that next level, you got to get uncomfortable. And you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. If you're sitting here feeling like, oh, this not, then work on your weakness. Every day I have a check mark. What are 3 things I need to get better at? I check them off each and every day. People skills. I knew I was an introvert growing up. So I realized I needed to talk to people. Yeah. This right here, this is new to me. Yeah. I was that kid. I was insecure growing up, and so I played a lot. And a lot of times we cover up insecurities by playing in elementary, middle school, like because you don't get that same loving at home. I had to learn how to talk. I had to learn how to just be around people. You know, like my life is different. Be who you want to be. That's what I'm gonna say. You can be whoever you want to be if you believe it.
I'm about to say that if you believe it.
If you believe it, like you can be you see these college dropouts making millions. You know, you may say, "Oh, this rapper can't read. He's making $1 million." He created something. You know, even though we don't like 6ix9ine, he created the buzz on YouTube. Yeah. He became something that he wanted to be, good or bad. Sure. But if you want to go a positive route, be who you want to be and stick to it. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do.
Facts. Make sure y'all tap in with Jacoby Veals, Veals Fitness. What's your website?
JacobyVeals.com, Instagram, VealsFitness _ Facebook, Jacoby Veals. And I also train at Sanders Performance Center. So I'm taking on online clients only right now. But if you're interested and you really, really want to work and you're really about getting results, tap in.
Tap in for sure, man. KG going from 180 to 160 here in a minute.
Y'all gonna see KG in the gym pretty soon, man.
In fact, we're gonna make it work. I appreciate your time, brother.
And I appreciate you for having me, man.
Yeah.